Tokyo, Japan. My name is Gary Verheller, and I'll be your host for what we call the Substantive Living Podcast. Today, we'll look at what we call life's lessons. And I hope this will provide you with some insight, maybe even some inspiration to life's challenges. Hello, and welcome to episode 65, which is entitled Transitions Part 2, External. In the last episode, and I'll review this or introduce it to those that haven't seen that, there's three key stressors in life that can have a tremendous impact on a person. One is changing where you live. And as I've mentioned, it could be as simple as going from one apartment in the same building across the hall to the other apartment. You're moving into this other apartment. Well, the sunlight's going to change. The street noise is going to change. The layout maybe of the apartment is going to change. That causes stress. It usually takes me about 6 months before I really feel like I'm somewhat at home when I make a change like that, when I change where I live. The second is changing your job, because you dedicate a lot of time to your job. You're with the people. And if you change your job, change your responsibilities, even if you stay within the same company, if you are promoted and you're moving up, or if you make a lateral move, that can cause stress because you'll be working in a different position with different responsibilities, with different people, and you're there for a major amount of time during the week. That can cause stress. The third is losing a person. We all know the traumatic sense of loss when someone dies. Well, this can also be when someone moves away or when you move away. I've been working with a number of executives on transitions. And what type of transition am I working with them on? They were changing their job. They're going from their old company into a new job at a new company. And for some, it was very difficult. For some, they resented the way they were treated at their old job, and therefore they had bad feelings about this, and they were moving to the new job looking for a better working environment. For others, they were just happy in their present job, and there was a new opportunity to enjoy a new adventure at a new job. So there weren't bad feelings. What was there was the idea of making that change into a new position and having to leave friends. So transitions between jobs can be very difficult. So what did I suggest they do? Well, what I suggested was, what did they want? I wanted them to think, what do you want after the transition is complete? And that means, what do you want? What type of relationship, what type of environment, what type of connection do you want with your old company? What type of relationship, what type of connection, what type of environment do you want in your new company? It's very important to define that. So with the person that was leaving the company where they were unhappy with the way they were treated and felt they weren't respected and were disrespected, actually, I said, what's the best thing to do? Why not work for the success of the person that is replacing you? Helping that person who's coming into your company, which is new for him, helping that person make the adjustment, helping that person be successful. Because even though the person I was working with had bad feelings about the management, that person still loved the people she worked with. So, moving into that new job position was important. And the first thing that was very important was having her to develop and continue good relations with the people she had been working with for years. And that's what we did. It was the right thing to do. As a result, there's still very good connections, very good relations with the old company. And there's excellent relations with the new company too. That might lead to new business between the two companies. Same thing is true with the person I worked with who had good feelings for both companies. One that the company was leaving and to the company. Well, it was difficult because some of the people in the old company were disappointed. Yet, what I usually tell people is this is not the end. What this is a new chapter. And we're going to continue. And that's the message that I suggested each of those executives give to their former clients and their former co-workers. And it worked. They ended up having a very positive working environment with their old company, good relations with their old company, and very positive working environment at the new company because they came in, I'm here to learn. Teach me your system. I'm here to help. I want you and I want the company to be successful. And be transparent about that. And that's what I suggested. Help the replacement, help the former team make the transition, help your new team make the transition to help you ease into your new position. As I said in the previous episode, life is change. What do I mean by that? Life is change because you are different right now than you were compared to the person you were before this episode started. You've had some new ideas, maybe I've given you some things to think about. That's changed you a little. We change every day. Every day. Life is change. So, life is a chance to learn about yourself and about your reality. Life, therefore, is a chance to improve. And every day is a new chance, a new beginning to learn about who you are, what you're doing, and what's happening in your world. And it's an opportunity. It's an adventure because no one knows what the future holds. If you go into it believing in the adventure and doing what you truly believe in your heart to be right, my guess is that adventure is going to be pretty interesting. So, listen to Transitions Internal, and then you might want to re-listen to this one to help you make that change. If I can help you, let me know. Thanks. Thank you for joining us today for the Substance of Living podcast. If you'd be kind enough to consider subscribing, you can contact us through Spotify or Apple Podcasts or connect on Twitter. Join us again next time for what I hope will help you navigate life.